Hello, I'm Dr. Paul. Welcome to an edition of Trail Talk. I'm out here on the trail this early morning, and I find that if I could do these segments like this, I've done once or twice before, a little bit different. So, what is Trail Talk? If you haven't heard, sooner or later I'll be doing a radio show called Bridges. I will give you further information as it continues to develop. But until then, just to let you know, Dr. Paul will be on the radio, call-in talk show called Bridges. But here, in addition to Trail Talk, to let you know what do we like to talk about on the trail? Well, it's that open nature feel that we can do and talk about anything that's something to do with nature and the preservation of life. Recently, down at the United Nations, there was a Human Rights Summit. And in that Human Rights Summit, besides reports, people doing amazing things, and the action of people who are working hard for civilization and the fight for human life. So, when you come out on a trail, you see lots of things around you that remind you that human life is precious and that it's very organic. In that organic life, there is a balance. How do you fit into that balance? That's something you have to ask yourself often enough so you can prepare yourself to the things that you can do. And if you have not thought about it, think about it. Take a moment. Take a little bit of a time. Doesn't matter where you are. It could be in your lawn. It could be in your apartment building. It could be in any green space you find. And in that green space, it's really the space of your mind. The space of your mind is for you to decide, how do you fit into this organic life that we call the global universe? What are some of your questions? What are some of the questions I ask myself? Well, how can I better myself, for one, in any difficulty matters that I've come across with myself, whether it be marriages, children, friendships, work relationships, and opportunities. Some of you have used the word obstacles. When you use the word obstacle in any form, or construction, or something to get around, you create it into a matter form. A matter form of something you have to get over or get through. And that's something, once you do that, you create an obstacle for yourself. And that's not good, because then your mind puts that into an object form, a form of disassociation of yourself with the object. Then you start to going into which hemisphere of the brain you think you're going into. You have the logical brain, you have the creative brain. If you've never heard me talk about the brain and how the hemispheres work, please look at some of those other YouTube videos or instructions. But the part of the brain that we know is logical is the left. And in that left, you become so analytical that you forget about your creative side that's attached to your emotions. And then your emotions, you have feelings. You have something to feel through the body. And that's the space. Remember, all cells have space. And in that space, there is lots of energy. And cosmology of it, you have heard it called something as dark matter. That dark matter has more energy than we have within space. So, take your time. Develop that energy within that space. Develop that balance between the creative side, the analytical side. Take that time to put yourself into all things organic, all spaces, so you can balance yourself out with the living life sciences. I'm Dr. Paul on Trail Talk. You can contact me anytime you want. Just look on that link below and hit it, or call, or text, or email. But more importantly, get out, go find your space, no matter where it is, no matter how you see it, go find it. Develop yourself as part of the living organic self. And there's a balance out here. There's a balance everywhere. And we can do this and live together, and our human existence can work. Namaste.